I guess that my surgeon accidentally sewed the suture into my nerve.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
New fear unlocked. I didn't even know that could happen.
I didn't either.
We might laugh, we might learn, we might be your games with
What's up, guys? Today we talked to North Carolina Courage defender Maycee Bell. Macy had an amazing college career at UNC where she won 3 ACC championships and was named ACC Freshman of the Year. She was drafted by Gotham FC in 2024, spent half the season there, and then was traded to the North Carolina Courage, where she quickly became a key part of their backline. We chat with Macy about making the jump from college to the pros, navigating recovery from a tough knee injury, and even a potential future career in fashion. Her game day fits are fire, so she's already off to a strong start. Enjoy! Well, thanks so much for coming on, Macy. We were really excited to get to know you more.
No, I'm super excited. When you guys reached out, I was like kind of fangirling because I love your guys.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, you had such an amazing college career at UNC. I'd love to know, what's the biggest adjustment moving to the pro level now?
You know, you're playing against the best of the best at this point. And I think coming into Gotham for me, I really got to experience that with like 7, 8 national team girls on my team and just really getting to learn from them. So I would just say the level of play, the speed of play, the speed of the players, just everything, honestly.
It's so crazy because so many pros say speed of the play. I'm like, I don't know how much faster you guys can get. Like UNC, like all, you know, the big school like that. I'm like, it's amazing that even you guys say that. Like, it's wild. What's something that you were like surprised or didn't expect going pro?
I would say just how long the actual season is. Coming from college, you do like a 3-month, 4-month season and you're like, wow, this is so long. And then I came to the pros and I was like, no, this is actually so long. And it's just like, I knew it was a job, but it's really like a full-time job all the time. And it's 10 months out of the year. So I would say that was the most surprising.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when did that realization come where you realized that soccer was not just going to practice? It was like all the things you have to do outside of the actual training, all of the prehab and showing up for film and everything. Like, when did you feel like you really started to understand that it was going to be a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job?
Once you get a few months into season and your body is like crying at you all the time, I would say that is when I was like, okay, I need to. And honestly, being with older players and like watching their routines and stuff, that kind of helped me like figure out what I need for my body. And so I would say just learning from them. And then a few months into season, you're like, okay, I actually need to like, you know, do the extra stuff outside of the things, or I'm not going to be okay to practice tomorrow.
Have you had any like pinch me moments so far since going pro?
I would say when I scored my first goal last year, that was just kind of like a, wow, I can't believe that I'm here in this moment and like celebrating with these girls, and I couldn't believe that I scored. I think I got subbed in like 5 minutes before that, and it was like the 98th minute. Juana just kind of told me, hey, like, get up into the box, like we need a goal pretty much. I was playing right back, and so Jenna got the ball at her foot, and I know Jenna has like, she plays these perfect balls into the box, so I was like, I'm just gonna go in there, and she played the ball, and honestly I think I blacked out because I don't know if I could take that touch again if I even tried. But I took my touch like around the defender and then hit it with the outside of my right foot and curled it in, and then the crowd just erupted, and I was just, honestly, I think I blacked out. I think afterwards was like, thank God for my long legs, because I was so
that must have been such a cool moment. Oh my gosh. Have you always been someone that can like tune out like outside voices, like in the stands or in general? Like, is it something that you're able to do like in high pressure situations? Are you pretty like relaxed? Are you like someone who gets stressed out in like high pressured situations, and how do you handle that?
I would say I'm definitely more on the relaxed side. I think sometimes I do feed off the crowd, like if we're away or something, and like I just feed off, honestly, kind of like their negative energy. Like I want to be the one to like kind of shut them up. So I do like that aspect of it, but I would say I'm more on the chill side, and I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Now, taking it back to your youth games, you as a youth player, were you any different than you are now? And I'm curious, like, in what ways were you different? Maybe did you have a weakness that you've worked through and turned into a strength?
Well, I actually played forward in my youth days. So I was a number 9. So I think just adjusting to being a defender in general was a struggle. And like I went to my first national team camp and they were like, hey, we think you'd be a really good center back. Like, why don't you try it out? And ever since then, I've been a center back. So just adjusting into like, what the role of a center back is, what I need to be good at, like in the air, 1v1 defending and stuff like that. Overall, I think my like 1v1 defending and stuff has been pretty solid throughout. But I would say like coming to the league, you have to like be even better because you're going against the best of the best in this league. So that's definitely been an adjustment and I've had to learn with that stuff. But yeah, I would say just honestly switching positions and having to learn a completely new position was like the biggest adjustment.
Did that mess with you? Because it's one thing to be on your club team and your coach is like, hey, I want you to try defense today. And then it's another thing to literally be in the middle of national team camp and the coach is like, yeah, no, like the position you feel good at, like, no. Right now, in this moment, you're going to go somewhere that you're entirely uncomfortable with. Like, how did you handle that? Because that would have thrown me.
I would say I would really like go with the flow type of person. But in that moment, like you're trying to prove yourself, you want to be on this national team. And she's like, hey, like we're going to play you at center back. And I'm just like, I have no idea what I am doing. I have never been a defender before. But I kind of was just like, I'm just going to do this to the best of my ability. Like at that point, I was like one of the faster ones in camp. I was like, okay, well, they're not going to push it by me and run. Like I'm going to make them think that they can, and then I'm going to win the ball. And I just like would try to do the simple things correct because I had no idea what I was doing.
How long did it take you to feel comfortable back there?
Honestly, it didn't take very long. After that national team camp, I came back with my club and I was like, okay, well, I need to start playing center back. So
Our coach surprised. They're like, what? Like, was that like shocking for them?
a little bit, yeah. But I think he was like obviously all on board with it. And then, I would, if we were down a goal, I'd go forward. And if we were tied or something, I'd go back and did that whole thing. But he was super supportive with it. And all my coaches were, and they just like really bought into the process.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I read somewhere. Did you say you model your like sense of like style of defense off of Becky Sauerbrunn, or like take inspiration from stuff she does?
Yeah, she was definitely like when I was growing up, she was somebody that I looked up to and like really tried to model it after.
What did you like about her game, and what did you try to like replicate?
I loved how I feel like she forced attackers into the space that she wanted them to go. I love that about her game. I love that she's just so calm on the ball, and she just looked like the nonchalantness of her game. Like I love that.
What about, I'd love to like talk, you tore your ACL in college, was it, or when did you tear it?
So a lot of people think I tore my ACL because it took as long as an ACL, but I actually tore my meniscus.
Okay. And so how long was that recovery?
So I tore my meniscus first game of my senior season in August of 2023. Okay. Like literally 30 seconds into the game. I did it and I had no idea that I had done it. So I ended up playing the 90 minutes. And then after the game, I was like, my knee is like kind of hurting. So I got the MRI, tore that. And then I got surgery the end of August. Came out of surgery, and I would say that I have a very high pain tolerance, but I came out of surgery and I was like, when the nurses ask you like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how are you feeling? I was like 12. Like, please, I don't know what you need to give me, but like something's not right. I don't know what's going on. And I told my trainer, like I was like, something is really wrong. I hadn't slept in like 3 days. Like I was in so much pain. I guess that my surgeon accidentally tied my sewed the suture into my nerve. So I had lost all feeling from my knee.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
New fear unlocked.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that could happen.
I didn't either. Which, mind you, we didn't figure this out until like December, because he then like shot me up with some like a steroid shot or something, and had put so much numbing like stuff in or lidocaine in my knee that like I just couldn't feel anything. So I was like, oh, it's getting better. And then when the lidocaine wore off, I was like, no, actually like something is really wrong. So I had to get a second surgery in December, and he went and took out all the sutures and everything. And then I regained feeling in my leg. So it probably took about from August until like, I don't know, March, April of that next year. And it was supposed to be like a 3-month, like easy recovery. So it was
just be a sign to always trust yourself and
Yeah.
feel about your body, because like when you know that something is not right, like especially when you know your own pain tolerance and you're not just the average person, going through this, that is like, that must have been torture.
No, it was. It definitely was.
Most times it's like we ask, how do you stay positive during that? But how do you stay positive during something like that? That seems like really hard to be like optimistic during. Yeah, were you not?
I had a lot of injuries throughout college. I kind of struggled to stay healthy. So that was with both the knee surgeries. I had 4 surgeries in college. In all those, I just tried to focus on my role. And like I knew I was still a leader on the team, and that like I could use my voice on the sidelines and I can use my voice in practice and just be there for the girls. I would say a lot of the times it was really hard to stay positive because I was just kind of like, why does this keep happening? Like, am I doing something wrong? Or like, what do I need to change to like stay healthy? So it was really difficult from going to playing 90 minutes to then like you're not even traveling with the team. You're just doing rehab every single day. But I would just focus on like my future. Like I knew I wanted to play professionally. I knew that I wanted this to be a job for me. And so I needed to get better and like just try to focus on that.
What advice would you give to your younger self or younger athletes now?
Like just continue to put yourself in honestly uncomfortable positions, like whether that be like growing up playing with boys or playing years up or something like that, where you're not like the best player in your environment all the time, because I think that is how you grow and that is how you learn. I kind of did that, but I wish that I would have done a little bit more of that just to like help with the speed of play. Like if you're playing with boys, the speed of play, you're playing against athletically better players that will help you in return become a better player.
It's so true, because like confidence is such a comfortable place to sit in, and like if you don't put yourself in environments where your confidence gets shaken up a little bit, that's how you're literally not pushing yourself. So it's super hard, because there's a lot of girls I feel like that are teeter between like, I'm on a team where I get all the playing time and I'm dominating on my team and I'm the goal scorer, the main assister, or the playmaker, and then they're like, they could play on another level, but they just know that is going to be kind of taken away or have to be re-earned, and that's a hard teetering point. It's hard to step away from that comfortable place and go into the place where it's uncomfortable. But that seems to be the commonality between all the pros that we talk about is, they played with boys growing up, or they've been forced into positions they're not comfortable in. So I love that. Who was the most impactful coach for you as a youth athlete growing up, and why were they impactful?
I had a coach, I'm trying to think of the ages. Like I was super young, probably from like 3rd grade to like 8th grade. His name was Ernesto. I think he was most impactful because he based all of his trainings off of ants endurance and UNC. So like all of the technical testing that we did, like I'd already done growing up as a youth player, and he just really based it off that. Like all the running in the 120s that UNC was doing, we were doing during practice. And I just felt like he really helped grow my technical game, and he also just like was a great coach and a great mentor in that he truly believed. I think he was the first coach to truly believe that I could make it to UNC, I could make it to this level, and I could like make a living out of this.
That's awesome. Did Ernesto get to go to any of your games?
He actually came to my freshman year national championship game. He flew California, and it was
awesome. Wow, that's so cool. So was UNC always your school that you wanted to go to?
Oh yeah, I grew up wanting to go there. So as soon as they offered me, I was like, I don't even really need to think about it. Like, let's do it.
You knew right away. That's so cool. When did you accept it? Like, when did you decide you were going to go there? Like, what year?
I was of the time where people were like committing to schools so early. So I committed my freshman year of high school.
Wow, that's amazing.
So much of your identity, I'm sure, and so much of you has been committed to soccer since you were a teenager, probably even younger. But your whole identity is not tied to soccer. So what else is your identity tied to?
I honestly think this is something that I've really had to focus on since becoming pro. And when you're done with practice at kind of like 12:30 and you're just kind of like, what the heck do I do with my life now? But I would say just like the relationships that I formed, like obviously with my family, like my family is a really big part of like who I am, and just continuing to talk to them, and then the relationships that I've formed like off the field with the girls on my team. I think being in North Carolina has been really nice for me because I have friends outside of even just the courage that like I went to college with or like around here, that I've realized that those relationships mean the most to me because it just takes my mind off the game. It takes my mind off like soccer in general, and it allows me to like be like, okay, I am a person without soccer. Like I have these friends without soccer, and it just allows like the quality of life to be that much better.
It's a great answer, and I feel like the sooner you realize to place some importance or some thought into like who you are off the field, for all of our players listening, it's a hard journey of self-discovery, especially when you're really playing at an elite level or you're moving and living in places for the sport. So that's really cool to hear.
What would you do if you weren't a soccer player, or one day when you retire? What would be your dream job?
That is the question, isn't it?
Because you're already living the dream, so this would be your second dream job.
Yeah. Honestly, the more that I've thought about it, I would love to do something in like fashion or modeling or something along those lines. Now, did anything that I study in college have anything to do with that? No, but
Sometimes that happens, though. A lot of times that happens.
yeah, but honestly, something along those lines would be awesome.
That's cool. So do you come to the games in like cool outfits?
I
You
mean,
know, like everyone's elevating their styles now. So
yeah, I definitely try to. I put some thought into them.
that's cool. I like it. Do your teammates go to you for help?
Some of them, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Alana, anything else before we go into rapid fire? Guys, these are all fun questions. You could take your time. What's one word your teammates would use to describe you?
God, I don't know. Probably quiet.
Quiet on and off the field, or like, are you loud on the field and quiet off, vice versa? Or just in
Wouldn't get
general?
super loud. I communicate what I need to communicate on the field, but off the field, I would say I'm kind of an introvert.
Mhm.
All right, are you a TikTok scroller or an IG scroller?
Oh, TikTok. Big TikTok girl.
Yeah, right. Well, what's your most embarrassing moment on the field?
God, I would say in college, I really like sometimes hate wearing spandex like under my shorts. And so I usually just like have a thong or something. And one time I was playing and I slid and my whole entire short came up and my whole entire butt cheek was out. Well, I really hope that they did not get that on the camera. Like, I'm praying. And then my boyfriend at the time was like, okay, you need to put spandex on because that was ridiculous.
Wait, so he saw it on.
Everyone else like, okay. So ever since then, I've worn spandex.
And then like, listen, that's the risk you take when you don't wear spandex. I hated wearing spandex under shorts.
I did it so much. But I'm like, it's too much TV time. Too many phones.
Filming now all the time. Yeah.
That's true. Oh my god, that's funny though.
Aaron, what is one Olympic sport that you would not come last in?
I would not come last in. I think I would come last in a lot.
Which one could you fake it till you make it?
I would say like volleyball. I think I could fake it till I make it. I played a little bit growing up.
You have a good hurry thumb?
Yeah.
Nice. What's one thing you can't travel without for an away trip?
Oh,
Or-
my squishmallow.
Your Squishmallow? What's this? What is it? Is it just a pillow? I don't understand. I'm missing the understanding of it.
It is just a pillow, but it's like,
It's more than a
oh,
pillow.
it's got like a cute little face.
And what is it? And what's his name?
Oh, do you want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on.
Squishmallow.
And it's like the perfect size. Yes, it's an octopus.
Okay, that's
I call him Oshan. I don't know why, but
do you wash him? Has O'Shawn ever been washed?
yes, Oshan gets
Okay.
washed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's like the perfect size for like planes because you can just put it up there and perfect.
Okay,
You can like also put it into a bag. Nice.
Exactly.
he's multi-purpose.
These squishmallows are like the most well-traveled
I know.
ever.
I know.
All right, if you could have dinner with any athlete from any sport, who would it be?
I think like Sydney McLaughlin would be really cool to have dinner with. Just everything she stands for and that she's a beast.
That's a good one. What's one food you could eat every day and never get sick of?
God, I'm a big Chipotle person. I think that I could eat Chipotle a lot.
Get her that Chipotle card. Get
I spend enough money there that yes.
In your opinion, what is the most iconic soccer moment of all time? Or was there like a very impactful soccer moment that you witnessed as a kid?
I would say Brandy Chastain ripping off her shirt and sliding. Like, that's just like etched into my brain.
I have to ask, were you alive or was this a replay?
It was definitely a replay.
Okay.
But she was one of the coaches at my ODP, so it was just kind of like a full circle moment of like seeing her and being like, wow, that's the girl who did that.
Yeah, did anyone have better energy than her? Like, she is the most infectiously
Yes, she was awesome.
person ever.
Yes, she was awesome.
Whatever.
Or not.
I want it.
Yeah, seriously. All right, last one. What's your biggest soccer girl prop?
Besides not wearing spandex during.
God, I would say like my tan line on my ankles. I have to tape my ankles every day, so that like I can't adjust my sock at all, and I have a straight line across my ankle, and it's actually I need to like tan them or something because it's getting ghostly out here.
When you can fade it, it's like, all right. But when it's that harsh line, it's like,
It's the harsh line because the ankle tape is the same length every single day.
That's so true. That's a good one. Well, Macy, thank you so much for coming on. It was great to get to know you more. We're so excited to continue to watch you crush it.
Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome.
That was such a great conversation. I loved Macy's willingness to put herself in uncomfortable situations and how she talks about staying uncomfortable as a way to grow, not just in soccer, but in life. Thanks so much for listening or watching. Make sure to follow us on social, subscribe to the podcast, and let us know who you want us to interview next. We'll see you guys soon.
Soccer girls, you know we got some problems, so tune on in, away we talking how to solve them. We might laugh, we might learn, we might be your king specific.